Your stream? 1 second. I just need to sort this out real quick. You already know how it is. There's not much I should say. Not much I need to say. I just need to. YouTube's like, what's it called? Management system is horrid. Yeah, look. How's this still on the FNAF one? You got an ad already, Kane? That's unfortunate, man. 1 second. Okay. Welcome back, Kane. You're just gonna have to bear with me because YouTube is a very what do you want to call it? High maintenance website when it comes to trying to like stream and whatnot. Yeah, look, like, why is this thumbnail still here? I hate the fact that it keeps like old settings. Alright. Thumbnail should be changed on YouTube as well. Just giving it a second. How you doing, Kane, though? What are you up to? Okay, so now I can close this. I can refresh that. Okay, well, there we go. Refresh this as well. Just got back home from school. How was your school day? Time is it? 3:56. Alright, 1 second. Yeah, I'm pretty good as well, by the way. I just saw that message. Okay, I'm just gonna sort this out really quickly. 1 second. Bro, if this was just Twitch, it would have been so much easier. I'm just gonna, you know, sort this out really quickly. Stream on the YouTube platform as well. Okay, I think everything's good. I think we're all good. Let me just pull up OBS. Okay. Let me see what I sound like on my phone. Just because it's always inaccurate when I do it on my computer. Because the audio's super adjusted. Your arm is better when I last when I last saw it. Yeah, you could say that. Right now, I got rid of the cast. I'm wearing this splint, but I can't, like, it's very stiff. Like, I can't move the knuckles much. I can't even do like a proper thumbs up or anything like that. But it is better. It is way better. Anyway, I don't know if you're gonna be interested in this, Kane, but today what we're streaming about is making an anime tier list. You know, I've got some time to kill before I need to break my fast. It's Ramadan Mubarak to anyone who's Muslim in the chat, or whoever's watching this after the live stream. Hope you lot have a great day and it's going easy for you. But yeah, like, I've got about what, an hour and a half to kill. So I thought, yo, let me make a tier list video or live stream of, in my opinion, the greatest anime of all time. Now, I used to have a tier list. Ramadan is you fast during the day and eat at night, right? Kind of, yeah. So it's you fast from dusk till sunset, but you're sleeping most of the time, so it passes by quite quick. And sunset is around like 5:30 today. But yeah, I had a. I don't want to spoil too much, but I had a tier list on my phone. This is something that we did with, my friends a couple of times here and there every other year, and it would update because, a certain amount of time would pass until the next one, and now it's been a year exactly, I think. Yeah, this one was spring 2025 that I made this tier list, and I had 22 anime like lined up on a ranking. This time, a year later, we're gonna do two different ways. Yeah, so we're gonna get the tier list in terms of like actual tier list, so you can put multiple in one tier, for example, and then we've got the actual top 10 ranking. So I think that was my brother trying to get in. Anyway, yeah, we'll start off with the tier list. Because this way you can add a few more. I know like 4 animes I have, and I've watched one. Which one did you watch? Let me guess. Um, what would you have watched? Solo Leveling. Alright. Anyway, see, originally I was gonna make this a video just like my One Piece one, but I really cannot be asked to edit. Oh, Pokemon. Yeah, I guess that counts. Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna make this a video like the One Piece one, but I really can't be asked to edit, especially with my hand like this. So I'm making it a live stream instead. And this way, if anyone does join later on, we could have more of a discussion based video. Anyway, for this one, or both really, you can see there's a tier for Dragon Ball. That's because for me personally, I see Dragon Ball as its own medium. Like it's way above just an anime. It's kind of like Pokemon. I mean, you said it yourself. Like, does Pokemon count? It's kind of like that. Like, would Dragon Ball even count? Because it's such a huge medium, and obviously I'm really biased towards it, so I can't even properly rank it without my biasness. So with Dragon Ball, it's just gonna be at the top as its own medium on both, really. So we'll just go ahead and do that, just so that I can keep my point clear. But anyway, for the rest of it, I've got 50 anime total, including Dragon Ball on here. I got them randomly. It's stuff from my anime list website tier list, and then people's top anime. So I just compiled it randomly, as well as the ones that I think are the best. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll start off with. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll go in. Should we do it like this? Like pick up one at a time, like that, or go through this order? You know what? We'll do it that way. So Spy Family looks like it's the first one that's showing up. Now with Spy Family, it's really good, nice, wholesome, fun, action. There's a lot of different things that go on at the same time, right? It's like a mystery drama with some bits of supernatural. It is fun, but I don't think it's good enough to like compete, right? So with Spy Family, I think I'm gonna use that as like a standard. So I'll put it in like decent, right? I don't think it's great, I don't think it's like substantial, like it's had some sort of impact or effect on anime or anything like that. I think it's just like it's decent, right? It's it's a fun watch. You don't have to take it too seriously, you know what I mean? Good to look at as well. Now this Journal with Witch, this just came out. Like it's still airing right now. I'm still watching it right now. This is an example of great. Depending on how it ends and what else they do for the rest of the season, if there are going to be any more seasons or not, I don't know, because I've never read the manga. But depending on what they do, this could actually end up in phenomenal stuff, But we'll put it on great. If you imagine great as like an 8, somewhere around there, and then phenomenal stuff as like a 9, and then none like it like a 10, kind of. But take that with a grain of salt, because that doesn't mean that this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just around the ballpark, right, of how I'm feeling about it. You said I've been told Demon Slayer is good. We'll get to Demon Slayer. Do you recommend any animes? Any animes that are on Netflix? Well, yeah, definitely. Back then, maybe not, but recently, like, bro, they've been cooking some stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like this one over here. What was it? Love Through a Prism. This is so good, man. But there's a bunch of anime from anime and Netflix that are actually really good. Well, actually, we'll go through that. We'll go through that in a bit as well, because that is an interesting topic. Because Netflix, used to have such a bad reputation, in my opinion, anyway. If you want one that's actually kind of funny, that's on Netflix. Do Uncle from Uncle from Another World. That one's hilarious. It's 13 episodes, really funny. I think you like it. But to be honest with you, to understand most of the jokes, you would have had to watch a bunch of isekai anime beforehand, because it's like very inside jokey, but hilarious nonetheless. I think it's funny. But yeah, we'll get to Netflix animes, because there's quite a few, like Fragrant Flower and a bunch of other ones. Dandaram was on there for a while. Anyway, but they're not exclusive to Netflix, obviously. Next is Demon Slayer. Here we go. Now, Demon Slayer, at first, when I first watched it, like I'm talking season 1 was just airing, everyone was hyped up about episode 19. I used to think of it as just incredible, right? But as time's gone past, okay, so I'm distracted. No, you're not distracting. That's the whole point of this live stream, to keep it like discussion based. If you want to join in and start talking, ask questions, go for it, bro. Yeah, it's fine. You're not interrupting or anything. We can take our time with this. But Demon Slayer, yeah. So when I first watched it, I mean, it was the highest selling anime of all time in that year. I think specifically, highest budget I've ever seen for animation. But the story is just so like, kind of like mid. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not crazy. The villain is just The side characters could have a little bit more. I don't know. It just feels a bit lackluster. Like, it's carried by its animation, basically. Tanjiro is such a basic MC, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I don't really care for these portrayed as perfect good guy MCs. You know, a couple flaws makes a character interesting, but with Tanjiro, he's just so basic. Like, I think, in my opinion, I think Nezuko or Inosuke might be my favorite characters in that show. Nezuko specifically because she's like, you know, got some sort of interesting developments going on with her, right? Tanjiro just keeps pulling Arspool like power-ups, and yes, whatever. You want to get onto me about Dragon Ball and Arspool power-ups, go for it. I don't even need to talk about that, because you're just wrong. I'll debunk it. But that aside, like Demon Slayer, just I don't know, bro. I want to put it in like mid. We'll put it in decent because of the animation, though. But I really do want to put it in like mid or something like that. Something close to that, right? So it is better than. Is it better than Spy Family? I don't think so. I think I do enjoy Spy Family a little bit more. Yeah, it's more interesting to me. Oh, Made in Abyss. I need to finish this, because I put it on hold. I remember watching the first season and I was in awe. And even now, years later, I'm still in awe. Like, it's not recency bias. It's been years and I still think the exact same thing, that the first season was incredible. The movie was also really good. I need to finish it. I keep putting it like on hold because I keep watching other stuff and doing other stuff, but I need to finish it. So I'm going to go back and rewatch it and then finish it, whatever's left of it, right? So, but the world building's incredible. The art style is beautiful. The like mystery behind it feels so, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it gives this atmosphere that just keeps you engaged the whole time. It's so nice. Have I watched Rick and Morty? I have watched it, so that's 2 animes. Yeah, Rick and Morty as an anime. You know, Rick and Morty actually has like an anime as well. Done a couple anime episodes as well. No, yeah, I watched Rick and Morty. I think it was pretty good. A lot of people liked it. There's a very split community when it comes to Rick and Morty. There's one that just praise it to an insanely overrated amount, and then there's one that just absolutely hates it. I'm kind of in the middle, right? Like, I actually do like Rick and Morty. You know, I think it's great stuff. There's some episodes on there that I genuinely think are really, really good. Like, really good. But overall, it's pretty good. Like, decent stuff. Anyway, Made in Abyss. Funny, yeah, hilarious. I do like Rick and Morty above Family Guy. I'm just gonna say that. I like it above Family Guy. I like it above The Simpsons. I think it's better than all of them. So yeah, I do agree with you there. But with Made in Abyss, with what I was saying with the atmosphere, like I'm very biased towards anime and shows in general that make me feel small and overwhelmed, right? Because then that brings me to a point where I'm so immersed that I just like feel what the show is trying to portray when it comes to like atmosphere and design or whatever, right? I need to watch Family Guy to be honest. I mean, yeah, bro. Where's the One Piece category, buddy? One Piece ain't there yet. It's not. It's not big enough for that yet. Like it's getting there. One Piece is getting there, but it's not big enough for that. It's not big enough. It needs more parades. It needs more parades and live TV shows. How do you say? How do I say your name? Ida Liari. Is that how you say it? Liari. You like Family Guy and Demon Slayer? Family Guy, Spy Family and Demon Slayer. Yeah, I mean they're pretty good, but compared to some other stuff that are here, it's just, you know what I mean. It's there. How's it going? It's going good. How you doing? What do you mean it's there? Giovanni, listen, we need like more. You know, One Piece isn't big enough yet. We need another. We need a big three after One Piece that are influenced by One Piece for One Piece to have its own category. Anyway, Made in Abyss. We're gonna put this in phenomenal stuff. It's incredible. I really like it, and I cannot wait to go back and watch it. Parasite is another like fundamental like standard point of like this is what anime should kind of aim to be bare minimum. So we'll put this on decent. Do I think it's better than Demon Slayer? Yes, I think Parasite is better than Demon Slayer. Do I think it's better than Spy Family? Yes, I think it's better than Spy Family. Yeah, I think we'll go like that. Biggest Roblox game is One Piece. That's already good enough. Alright, but it doesn't have an entire nation and community like the Latinos, alright, backing it up. So, unless you get, I don't know, a different country, back it up like the Mexicans and the Spanish do, I'm not convinced. Yeah, Parasite is great. Another like just baseline. These are like what it should bare minimum be, right? This is the bare minimum, but also good. Mid is like actually just average. You know, Your Lie in April. Now, Your Lie in April would have been in phenomenal stuff if you asked me years ago, but now that it's been so much like some time for it to die down, and also a lot more has come out recently to compare it to, I think I'd put it on great. Now, I'm low-key liking Journal with Witch a bit more than Your Lie in April. I'm not gonna lie. Journal with Witch, bro, you don't need to understand, yeah. Journal with Witch is so good. Like, I love the character interactions, the character dynamics, the dialogue. It takes the perspective of, like, grief, for example, and how to deal with it, and just flips it. Because you know, there's basic ways of how people react to grief and loss, but looking at the very complex human emotions of how to deal with that. Say, for example, let's say someone close to you passes, and then you don't react the typical way that you do, you know, sad, crying, you know, what people would expect you to do during grief. But instead you're like shut down, emotionally shut down. You don't even feel anything about it and just act normal. That is so good. And seeing how the characters like deal with that is so good. Now, JoJo's. By the way, now that we're at JoJo's, I think I should explain something. All of these, every anime on here is compiled as a whole. So it's not just separately that, but it should be all of it. It's all of it. It's medium as an anime. So for example, JoJo's here. This isn't just part 1. This is the entire JoJo's that I've seen, which is up to part 4. Because I put part 4 on hold. I already got spoiled about part 5, which I plan to watch soon. I need to watch part 6. I think it was Stone Ocean. And then part 7 is coming out, which is Steel Ball Run. So I do need to catch up and see what that's about. Because people are saying Steel Ball Run's the greatest part of all of JoJo. So, but I am using it as a whole and up to where I've watched, basically. You need to get more dinos than Andy. Oh, I get more dinos than Andy. What can I say, man? I'm just like, I'm you know, you have that freedom. I don't restrict like Andy. That guy, he's stingy with his dinos. You know what I mean? So if you want more dinos, you can just stay here then. But yeah, JoJo's man, JoJo's is great stuff, right? It's especially part 1, 2, and 3. Like part 4 was a bit slow. I don't know how I felt about Josuke. Josuke was cool, but the villains and the story of part 4 just kind of fell flat for me. It could have been a bit better. I am looking forward to part 5. 6, I don't know if I'm looking so much. I mean, Stone Ocean, it looks cool. I don't know. I need to finish it to really have a proper opinion on it. But from like what I've seen and from what a lot of people know already, it's just great stuff. Like it's just great. I do think it's better than Your Lie in April as well. Journal of Witch. Yeah. I think so. Attack on Titan better. Look, Andy, you literally just doing the exact same thing you did yesterday with GTA. First, this guy, right? Yesterday, I'm playing Persona, and then I mentioned a feature of the game. He goes, "Yeah, GTA has that as well." And I tell him how he's just saying that because he wants to glaze GTA. And now he's doing the same thing with Attack on Titan. Like we're talking about JoJo's, and then he's like, "Yeah, Attack on Titan better," and he's gonna be like, "Yo, it's a ranking and it's a ranking tier list live stream video. You're supposed to compare whatever." The exact same argument that you used yesterday, but you just like to glaze what you want to glaze. Also, Andy, why don't you have any more dinosaurs on your chat, bro? Look at this guy here in my chat. I just replied to it. Stone Ocean, they cooked my guy Jotaro or stuff like that. Bro, I need to see it. Andy, you're meant to be live at 7. What are you doing? Exactly, Andy. You need to prepare, bro. You got no time left. Also, are we still doing Among Us? Tell me, bro, so I know if I should buy the game. They made him skinny. I mean, he shouldn't have been that big in the first place. He's 15, right? I mean, how old is he in Stone Ocean? He's like what? He's pushing 30, right? Chilling for now, planning to play a special game, don't worry. I don't think Among Us is happening today. He should be that big. He should be that big? Bro, hold on. Kane, let me just show you really quickly what a 15-year-old looks like. He's 15. This guy right here. That's 15 years old. Yeah. Alright, buddy. Listen, I like Jotaro, but he's not my favorite. My favorite is Joseph. That's for sure. 50 Cent looked like that at 15. Okay. So, this guy just can't stop doing this, can he, right? First it was GTA, then Attack on Titan, now 50 Cent. Like, chill, bro. You're digging yourself a hole. How's the Stone Ocean version? Alright, hold on. I'm not joking, by the way. 50 Cent was actually built like that at 15. Search it up. 1 second. Oh, it's kind of blurry, but that's 50 Cent at 15. How tall was he? What was his height at 15? 6 foot? Damn. What was he eating? You know what I mean? Like, what was he eating? Let me put up chat again. 15-year-old minors. Yeah. What about it? You can talk about anyone. You're like 5'8". You're lacking then. You need to lock in. 50 Cent was 6 foot. It's so bad. Alright, Gavani, let me show them the Stone Ocean version. Bro, he looks he looks completely normal, bro. What do you mean? Look at him. What do you mean? They made him skinnier. He's lost some weight, you know. What I mean? But, you know, it's he's still got that on. Look at that. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. He's still got that, like, what's it called? Hat that merges with his hair. But yeah, JoJo's, I put it on great. I think it's fundamental as well. It's iconic. Nothing much you can really say about that. The story is also really fun to watch as well. It doesn't take itself too seriously. I think by a little, not too sure. Oh, he's asking if Andy's taller than me. Yeah, Andy's 6'4". If you guys didn't know that. Yeah, he's 200 and I think he's like 203 centimeters. Yeah, he's quite tall. All right. No, sorry, 203. That's, bro. What's that, like 6'9"? He's like 195, I think, if I remember, somewhere around there. Anyway, oh my god, I want to put this in here, but this has got to go here. Now I don't know if a lot of you are gonna know Love and Other Delusions, but this is my favorite romance anime of all time. I think it's the greatest romance anime of all time as well. Not even a competition. It's just it's the similar thing with Journal of Witch, where it follows a story where certain characters going through grief, but they don't make that the prominent thing. It's like a background story to the romance, but they use the romance to portray that. And the way that it's done is just incredible. The characters are incredible as well. I love it. I love it so much. The art style, the animation, everything about it is just brilliant. It's so wholesome as well. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing I don't like about it. It's perfect, basically. Every romance anime. Every romance anime I hear you talk about is your favorite romance anime of all time. I've literally, you're just, what are you talking about? You're bringing that out of nowhere. There's never been a time where I haven't said that Love and Other Delusion hasn't been my favorite of all time, the greatest romance anime of all time. What's the stream schedule so I can get the streak? It's freestyle, innit? Just put on notification if you want to actually get a streak, because with my streams, they're just, because of my hand and you know, I don't have a real plan of like, how do I want to schedule my streams and whatnot. Like, I would be on and off, especially now that it's Ramadan as well, where timing is so strict because, you know, I'm either at the mosque or sleeping or eating whenever sunset goes off. Yeah. Bro, is unorganized? Yeah, literally. If you saw my bed right now as well. God damn. Anyway, Erased. Gabani, have you watched Erased, bro? Yasin loves this show. He puts it in his top 5, I think, as well. Erased, pretty good. I think I'd put it above Your Line, bro. Yeah. The ending is crazy. If that happened to me, everyone would die. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't even like the ending. I don't mind the ending. Like, I don't know why people don't like it. I think it was fine. It wasn't bad. It was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. Okay? It should be erased from existence. Look, genuinely. Yeah, you know, you're getting timed out for that one. I'm joking. Yeah, well, Gamani, you're the type of guy, I know why you're saying all of that. You're the type of guy, you just love your happy endings. I've never met anyone ever that likes happy endings more than Adam McCure. This guy loves happy endings. If a story, like if the right end of a story would be 10 times better if the ending was tragic, he would rather make the story worse if it means he gets his happy ending. So Erased is not, his cup of tea in that sense, but I think it was alright. I kind of want to adjust this a little bit, but I think I'll leave it at that for now. Oh, Oregairu, again, one of my favorite romance. Not my favorite, not the best, one of my favorite. Right? Not much to say about this one unless you guys have watched it, but I think it's great. As for where I put it, I think I want to go like that. No, I think I'm going to go like that. yeah, bro, the dialogue in this show is just incredible. I love everything about it. The characters are also great. This was like a pioneer for me. Like, there might have been other ones that had come out before it, but this was a pioneer for me. This is, for me, what did the tropes that certain romance anime have the best, right? And so, you know, no real complaints. I need this you, and this is me. Bro, I can't even see that emote properly. Emote? That's crazy. Not emote. I still don't get why you think that's me. I should just cosplay as him. Fairy Tail. The Fallen Fourth, as I like to call it. This was airing, I think, around the same time that the Big Three was airing. And it just didn't get as big, but I think it was, you know, on the same ballpark in terms of concept, hype, popularity, story, characters. Like, it followed the exact same cliche stuff, right? But I'm not gonna lie, after like the first season, can you even call it that? Back then it wasn't even seasons, but the first iteration of it, Goated is crazy. No, it's not. Like, original Fairy Tail was alright. Was really good, to be honest with you. I'd put it like up here. But then because of like, have you seen the latest arc of Fairy Tail? So boring. Better than Bleach? That's crazy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Bro, watch the final arc and then come back and tell me that. It, like, Fairy Tail Zero was probably the best. Maybe not. Fairy Tail Zero, and then what was the arc where they went to that alternate version of themselves? That and Fairy Tail Zero are the two best versions of Fairy Tail. Everything else was just kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Dragon Cry was a good movie. The tournament arc was also pretty fun, but that's about it. Otherwise, it was just kind of boring. You know, someone posted Fairy Tail on their story, and someone popped up asking if she watches Fairy Tail too. Generally happened to someone we know. What? Someone posted. Let me understand that a bit better. Someone posted FT on their story, and someone popped up asking if she watches Fairy Tail too. Generally happens to someone we know. Yeah, I get the FaceTime stuff, but I don't know who someone and someone is. You found me in the emotes? Like, who wants to FaceTime? I don't know. There's a bunch of people that I know that want to FaceTime. Definitely not me though. I hate FaceTime. Promised Neverland. God damn. Talk about fumble. This had the potential to be like right next to Made in Abyss with the first season, and then second season came out, and it just, goodness mean. Bro, I've never dropped a show faster. The manga as well, bro. I was reading. No, the manga was alright, but god damn, bro, what a fumble. What a fumble. Bro, this literally had the potential to be up there, but as soon as they got out, yo, that was like, you know what I mentioned earlier about how like I like being overwhelmed with the size of it. Like, what I was talking about Made in Abyss, right? This had that potential, bro. I couldn't imagine what the world of Promised Neverland was like outside of the foster home. Oh, it was so good, bro. The mystery surrounding it, and then it just fumbled so hard. Probably even worse than like that one YouTube reel that Andy did. Let me show you guys. This is the level of fumble that we're talking. Let me show you.
Oh, I spent any time with you, love.
No, not this one. There we go.
You did that really well.
No, wrong one. It was this one over here. Let me turn on the audio as well for you guys. Look at this. This is the level of fumble that Promised Neverland had.
Oh my god.
Can you guys even hear that? You can hear
Andy.
that, right? Oh, well, you can hear it twice.
Andy.
Let me just turn that off. There you go. Look
Get
at
out
this,
of my
bro.
club. Get
Look
out.
at this. Just great stuff, right?
Don't even pick your controller up. I don't need
And then look at this. Look.
you. I don't even want you.
Look at this guy, bro.
5
He gets a
minutes
second
later.
penalty.
Oh my ref. Please don't give it to Andy.
Unfortunately, they give it to Andy.
Fuck's sake.
And then look at this, bro. Yo,
Oh my god.
that's crazy. Like, you see that?
Far away.
You see that? When I see that, I think of Promised Neverland. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about it. You didn't have to do me like that. Bro, I needed an example. There's no way to describe how much of a fumble this was. What a bot. Yeah, literally. Is it reincarnated as slime? This is just mid and slop. There's nothing I'm going to add to that. There's nothing to add to that. That's it. I'm not going to say any more than that. I enjoyed it. No, Kawani, I'm not going to look at the chat. I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it, but that's it. Like, it's such a surface level of anime. There's no depth to it whatsoever. The first season is the best part of it, though. I'm not trolling, bro. It's just, you know what I mean? Andy's fumble was better. No, because that would end up here. That means that this ends up here. Kind of new season was ass, bro. It's just like it's slop. That's all it is. It's slop. You know what I mean, I'd have to read the light novel to actually, you know, enjoy anything. Oh my god, Love Through a Prism. This just came out and it's on Netflix. I give this a 10 out of 10 when I first watched this. I would have put it up here, but some time went by and, you know, things have calmed down. I kind of want to put it like here. Maybe here. Do I think it's better than Oregairu? No, I don't think so. Like, it has everything more than Oregairu does. It has everything. But it's just certain moments, certain dialogues, character interactions, character dynamics. In like, it does character. Oregairu does characters better than Love Through a Prism does. Well, everything else that Love Through a Prism does is also better than Oregairu. But because of how good the dialogue and the character interactions and dynamics are in Oregairu, I think it's better. Above JoJo is nuts. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know though. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Until I finish Journal of Witch, I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't think Journal of Witch literally has potential to be up here, but for now it's right here. I don't know. Visually stunning. The story was really refreshing as well because it follows the setting of early 1900s London. Like, what other show? You know what I mean? You love Oregairu, but JoJo's better than Just Great. You think JoJo's better than Just Great? Your name's literally Joseph. I don't know, you know. JoJo's is iconic, but I feel like that blinds a lot of people from rating it for what it actually is. Like, it follows like a structural story where every season is like the next generation of JoJo's, basically. And for the first 3, it followed a very neat, like, clean story into it. No way Dragon Ball fans saying that. Listen, I don't think you understand the level that it's like trying to compare all of these anime to Pokemon. What? No, you can't do that. You just can't compare anime to Pokemon. I can't compare any of this to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is its own medium. All right, it's its own medium. There's football. There's you know, like sports. There's books. There's video games. And there's Dragon Ball. If you mean influence, no, bro. It's not just influence. If you rate it critically, listen, that's it's impossible. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, I was watching all the Ultimates, all the Dragon Ball Ultimates on Budokai 3. Oh, Dragon Ball is just, bro, I put so many hours into it. objectively. Listen, I don't want to hear this from someone that puts solo leveling, like rates solo leveling so high. So I'm just gonna ignore you. We're moving on. All right. From me to you, another great romance anime. Better. I think like that. Again, it's another one where I don't think a lot of people would know about it. It is on Netflix right now, but I think it does exactly what romance anime should be doing. Roundabout, all about, like, overall, just hits every section perfectly. Comedy, side characters, main characters, story, the actual romance itself. Drama could be a bit higher, which is why I don't think it's that high up. But otherwise, it's really great. JoJo's literally has the best power system with side characters and villains, and then again, you're a Dragon Ball fan. Listen, best power system? No. Creative, because you can... Listen, JoJo's stands back then, like part 3, were super creative. But now it's just like, they're so condition-based that it's just like ridiculous. And it tries to do some of the most outrageous explanations for it as well. I don't know. It feels a bit forced. Some of the stands nowadays, they just feel way too forced. Best power system is insane, by the way, because One Piece exists. Devil Fruits and Haki, yeah, no way. There's no way there's any other power system better than that. Listen, don't let me being a Dragon Ball fan sway you. Yeah, my opinions are very critical. All right. I literally have said that I'm biased towards Dragon Ball. This isn't a critical rating. This is because I cannot rank Dragon Ball among these with my own conscience. It's impossible. So all of these other ratings have nothing to do with me being a Dragon Ball fan. One Piece is too good. Yvonne, if you want to look at the YouTube chat, because it doesn't show up on the alerts. But do you have any of the text things? No, I haven't adjusted my Twitch that much. But we've got Joseph on YouTube saying that JoJo's has the best power system. Side characters and villains. JoJo's does not have the best side characters. It has one amazing villain, maybe 2. That's it. One Piece has got better villains. Bleach has got better villains. Dragon Ball's got better villains. But again, I'm not going to include Dragon Ball. But it does, like, critically speaking, Dragon Ball does have Moro, Mogs, Frieza, Mogs, Boo, Mogs. Dragon Ball's villains are untouched. But we're not gonna, again, we're not. I'm not going to use that as a comparison. Yeah, no, JoJo's. Then I can't be stopped. Nightbot sucks. Yeah, no, there's no way. JoJo's is great. I had a lot of fun watching it. I think it's pretty good stuff, but no way. Violet Evergarden. Adam McHugh, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. There's none like it. It's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Beautiful, elegant show. Gorgeous looking, right? But the story was so touching. The settings were so refreshing. Just like Love Through a Prism, right? A lot of people are actually comparing Love Through a Prism to Violet Evergarden because of the similar settings. It had so many different genres compiled into one, but still managed to have a clean slate, like just this happening. It never felt overwhelming. Like, yo, this is too much. But it had so much. Like, how do you have so much happening in a show, but still feel like it's clean, right? It doesn't feel cluttered at all. Perfect. And that synergizes so much with how good it looks as well. It looks as good as it is. In my opinion, they generally did what they wanted to achieve perfectly. Yeah, Violet Evergarden is just one of them ones that's like actually like no flaws whatsoever. And I think Violet, the main character, is the best female character in anime ever. How long you got, by the way? You said hour and a half. It's 4:38 right now. We break our fast at 5:33. Yeah, I could talk about Violet like forever. Let's talk about the genres, for example. Like romance is, you could say romance is his main genre because that's the motivator for Violet becoming a better person, developing as a human. And bro, her backstory was just, perfect catalyst for her character development for the rest of the show, because it's like, you know how there's different types of female characters in anime that are categorized in Japan. Like, you got your tsunderes, and if I was to describe them in English, you got like the quiet type, the angry type, the cute type, the wholesome. All of them ones. A lot of people jump straight to the tsunderes, and in saying that's the best type, that's the most entertaining type, which fine. There are a lot that I think I do agree with, but Violet does not need to be a tsundere, bro. She is the perfect, like, shy girl, quiet female anime character. Another example would be Vivi from Vivi Fluorite's song. Her, and I think she's great as well, but Violet just does it the best. I could talk about Violet forever. Love is War, another. Yeah, I bunched up quite a bit of romance anime in here because it's my second favorite genre, and I think it's really underrated, even though it is a lot more popular than a lot of people expect it to be. But yeah, listen, Love is War is great. I had a lot of fun with it as well, but I just think the romance anime that I've got up here, just do it better. I just think they do it better. The one thing, horror movies next. Yeah, I actually should do horror movies next because I love horror movies. But the one thing that Kaguya Love is War does better is comedy. Characters, I think this, From Me to You, has better side characters, better main characters as well. Better character interactions, better dynamics, better depth to the characters, complexities. I just think they're just better. Love is War is great, but it's borderline surface level. If it wasn't for the fact that it actually had really good writing. Alien is like top, swear down. I need to watch Alien because I watched it a long time ago and I have no recollection of it because it was one of the ones that I've watched so early on. You haven't watched the others, I can't lie. Go on it. Trust me, From Me to You, like, if there's any romance anime that should follow what side characters' roles are and how they play into the story, how they affect the main characters, how they progress the story, From Me to You is the one that does it the best. Have you seen Romulus? I've never heard of that. What is it? Obviously, it's going to be a horror movie, but what is it about? Neon Genesis, haven't watched it. For the longest time, I've refused to watch it because I despise mecha anime. I just think it's gross. I don't like it. I don't like mecha anime. But, I'm a changed man. It's 2026. I am going to give it a go soon. Oh, Bocchi the Rockers. We've got too many on great. I think I'm gonna add another row. And I'm just gonna do good. And then we'll go here, like that. Bocchi the Rock. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what Bocchi Rock did to me, but this was so fucking good. I wanna slap it in Phenomenal Stuff. I really do, because I just loved. I'm a characters above story guy. Like, I'd prefer an anime or even a movie or even a TV show that has a better characters than it does story. Like, I prefer characters over story. And Bocchi the Rock, yo. I don't like how he forgave everyone. Drop down race. Oh, you don't like how he forgave? Yeah, it's just left a bad taste in your mouth, I guess, right? It's based on Alien movies 2 to 3, I believe. It's like Xenomorphs. Alien Romulus. Okay. I'll give that a go, probably. I'll probably have a look at it because I do have a... Let me show you guys real quick. This we did this recently. Let me log in real quick. Credentials don't match. Hello. What do you mean credentials don't match? Did I forget my password? Guys, I might have forgot my password to log into Letterbox. Yeah. No, it's alright. We'll do it another time. But I do, if you search up Letterbox, Kane, before you go, you like that. That's what I use to rank my movies as well, which I got from a friend of mine. But take care of yourself, man. Anyway, yeah, I want to put Bocce the Rock in phenomenal stuff. I really do. I think I will. It's personal. It's a personal list. It's a personal list. Okay, let's keep that in mind. It's a personal list. But I'm not going to. In fact, I think Oregairu might still be better. I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it. Should beg Reet. You need to text that again, bro. Oof. Okay, I think I might have to do it like this. I don't know, you know. Should be on Great. What should be on Great? Bocce. Have you watched Bocce the Rock? I'd be surprised if you did. Hunter x Hunter. Yo. Listen, this list might be a bit cooked. Because I think I only added like really high stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, Boji. No. I'm not talking about ranking the kings. You're talking about ranking of the kings. I haven't finished it. Hunter x Hunter. We're going to kind of speed run this. Hold on. Hunter x Hunter. What do you think? It's iconic. I think it's better than JoJo's. Better than Bocce. Better than... Yeah, we'll do it like that. Good. You wouldn't put it on Great? I'd put it on Great. Not much to say that about Hunter x Hunter that hasn't been said. Devilman Crybaby. Bro. Yo. Hold on a minute. This right here this is one of them like personalized niche anime where only you either like it or you don't. No, there's no real in between. Me, I'm on the former half. I really liked Devilman. I think it was so much fun to watch. But like, okay, we'll start from here because obviously it's better than decent. Better than Your Lie in April, better than Erased, better than Journal of Witch, better than Kaguya. I think right there. Yeah. I mean, it's like a good anime. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's because we're using like nowadays standard, but if you look at back then from when it came out, it is above it, like ahead of its time a little bit. Fate, I'll put in good. I want to put it in great, but it could be better. There's a lot more that I could do. Like it just could be better. We might need to readjust this later. We'll think about it. Death Note, I'll put this in good as well. I'm not gonna put it in great. I think Death Note is a bit overrated. Like back then, I would have put it in phenomenal stuff, but you know, it's just good. The ending kind of ruined stuff. The side characters could have been better. It was just the MCs that really mattered and their story, and it really did put like a focus on them a bit too much. It could have opened up, you know, a bit of the world, seen how the rest of the world react to it. I don't know. I just feel like it could have been a bit better. There's so many flaws. It's good, but there's so many flaws. Bleach, same thing. I do think it's better than Fate. And you know, the 1,000-Year Blood War has been so much fun, so great. It would have been on great, but because of the original Bleach series and only one arc actually being, you know, good enough, I think we'll keep it at the top of good. Naruto, I think there. I do think Hunter x Hunter is better than Naruto. Do I? This is a messy list now. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We'll leave it there, but we're gonna have to like clean this up a little bit. Haikyuu. Listen, Hajime no Ippo isn't here because I haven't finished it. But Haikyuu is the next best sports anime in my opinion. I'll put it in good. Better than Erased. I think better than Death Note, to be honest with you. Or even Phenomenal, I can't lie. Top of great. Naruto. I can see why you should say that. I have spent a lot of time on Naruto as well. I'm talking like video games. I think it has an amazing movie as well with Naruto the Lost. But yeah, it's all of Naruto. I'm not including Boruto though, because that's its own separate series. But it's all of OG Naruto, Shippuden, and then the 2 movies. Or the Naruto the Lost movie. I guess I would put it like up here. Yeah, you know what? That's where it's going. I don't think it's going to the top, but I think that's where it's going. We'll clean this up. Don't worry. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I like the game so much, but I'm not going to let that influence me. I think it's good. Yeah. I want to put it high up, but that's just because I'm going to end up glazing the game a little bit too much. But I think that's where Cyberpunk goes. Better than Fate? No. Is Fate better than Bleach? Is Fate better than Bleach? That's a good question. Until I finish the 1,000-Year Blood War, I'm gonna say Fate is better than Bleach. The Vinland Saga, holy phenomenal stuff. I think above. Yeah. That's another. We've got another phenomenal. Finally. You never watched Fate? There's so much, bro. Fate is so hard to like watch because there's so much happening. A recent one just came out as well, which I plan to watch soon. It looks great. Like, it looks so good. I'm gonna watch it soon. It's just I've been watching other stuff. But Fate is just a series that just keeps on going. Yeah, Vinland Saga's up there. Detective Conan. Pretty decent stuff. We'll put it like... Yeah, it's funny because they are kind of similar in that sense. It is better than Demon Slayer. Fuck Demon Slayer. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is Ufotable as well. I think it's the better Ufotable anime as well. It has one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen. What, for putting Detective Conan on decent? Come on, bro. It's got like over 1,000 episodes. Listen, One Piece, it's got over 1,000 episodes for a good reason. Detective Conan just kept going for no reason. I really liked it. It is my childhood. It is a childhood classic, right? But I just don't think it competes with what is up here. Don't make me bring Cowboy Bebop here and slap it on these as well. Yusuf thinks Cowboy Bebop is the greatest anime of all time. I don't want to hear that guy's opinion. Gintama, haven't watched it, but I do hear a lot of good things about it. And I think I'd rather watch... I think the order of which one I'm going to watch first is going to be like that. Alright, we've reached Odd Taxi. This is an interesting one. Odd Taxi is so fucking good. Now, where would I put Odd Taxi? I think I'd put it right behind Bocchi the Rock. Maybe behind... like that? No, we'll go like this. Odd Taxi is so good. 13 episodes, had so much fun. Very refreshing story as well. The style as well. I'm not talking about like the art style. I'm talking like this, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like the way the characters spoke in that show was so refreshing. That's the best way I can describe it, because anime has got this very explicit, like, stylized voice acting that a lot of people dislike, especially Andy, right? The voice acting in Odd Taxi is so realistic to what Japanese people actually speak like, and it's such a... you'd think it's a different language because, like, yo, this is how... for an anime that's surrounded by animals... for an anime that's surrounded by animals, it's the most normal one. Yeah, don't let Odd Taxi's character designs fool you. Watch that show, bro. It's so good, man. The ending is so good as well. Hella underrated. Chainsaw Man. Now, Chainsaw Man would have been like right over here. Would have been. But this movie that came out recently, I mean, it's still rated like what, number 1 in my anime list, right? No, Frieren is season 2. God damn, they need to get this. They need to fix this, bro. Yeah, number 3 right there. That movie is incredible. It is so, like, the action on that movie was incredible. The music as well. The I don't know, the atmosphere, bro. Great stuff. Great stuff. But I'm not gonna let that influence the ranking because the original season 1 still exists. So gonna have to put this. Yeah. Do I think it's better than Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Not right now. Gonna need to see more, but not right now. I think Chainsaw Man goes there. Yeah, I think that's fine. ReZero. Holy. Best isekai of all time. Best isekai to do it. Best isekai in the future. Season 4 is going to be amazing. I can't wait. ReZero is just the epitome of isekai. In the sense of, like, the stakes, right? And the character complexity of the MC, as well as the side characters, like, story involvement, is so good. And I love the mystery as well. I love this, like, game-like feeling that it gives with its different routes as well. Oh my gosh. And we'll get to another anime that kind of reminds me of ReZero as well. Dandaran. I want to put it on mid, but I think it's alright. I don't think it's better than Team Side though. Yeah, Dandaran popped off in popularity, but you know, Oshinoko, one of the best drama that I've seen. It's actually so entertaining. Oshinoko has one of the best first episodes I've ever seen. Like, that first episode of Oshinoko, that 1 hour long special, is nuts. Season 1 was alright. Season 2 was great. Season 3, I'm really enjoying it right now. I'm watching it as it's coming out. So I'll put Oshinoko, like, maybe up here. Maybe this. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. One Piece, there's none like it. Do think it's better than Violet. One Piece is one of a kind. There's never going to be anything like it. Nothing else to say to that. One Piece is the most popular anime, so apart from Dragon Ball, there's literally nothing that I can say that hasn't been said already. The story is phenomenal. The characters are all great, apart from maybe the main cast, like the Straw Hats. They can't. Watch my One Piece video. One second. Watch my One Piece video. If you want proper insight, if you guys want proper insight, yeah, because I'm not gonna go through it again. Watch this video. I'll talk about One Piece right here. Look at my hair, bro. I used to have hair. I trimmed it all off. Anyway, watch the One Piece video, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. There's nothing I need to say. Steins Gate. Sure. Again, there's none like it. Steins Gate is a 10 out of 10. Steins Gate is one of the greatest of all time. It's... I could talk about Steins Gate forever. Oh, okay. We'll talk about it later. We'll get to it later. Right now, we'll keep it there. We'll talk about it later. Frieren, a bit overrated. Season 1 was amazing, though. Season 2 is kind of slow. And a lot of people called Season 1 slow. But I think it's great stuff. I do think it's better than Oshinoko. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sailor Moon, haven't watched it. Oh! Bakemonogatari. Or the Monogatari series. Fuck me, this is so good. This is so good, bro. I love this show. As weird as it is, you know, okay, I'm going to get this out there first and foremost, just so I can glaze the show after. My biggest complaint about the Monogatari series is its weird, like, perverted jokes and / fan service, I guess. It's too much, man. It's not like too much as in like it's on the screen constantly, that's it, it's a hentai. No. I mean as in like There's times where it's like, yo, you didn't need to do that. This is weird. Get that off my screen. Like, if that was what it was prominently known about, I'd put it on trash. Not even joking. Those moments are so weird. I don't like them at all. But putting that aside, yo, the story is so, like, it's so much fun to watch. This is Monogatari feels like a series made for the Japanese people, right? It feels like a series that only Japan is going to enjoy. Now, I'm not saying that to be like, yo, I'm Nihongo this, you know what I mean? I'm not Japanese, right? I'm not gonna say that to glaze myself. I just like watching so many animes. You can kind of pick up, especially romance anime, because they really dive into like the Japanese lifestyle, right? So watching all of that, I've been able to pick up a lot on like Japanese characteristics when it comes to, you know, stereotypical daily life stuff that are happening there, jokes, cliches, and, you know, salaryman, for example, is a big thing there, or, you know, like sneezing, someone talking about, just as some small examples. So whenever you sneeze, that means someone's talking about you, like stuff like that, right? There's a bunch of, you know what I mean? So this plays on that in terms of its base comedic value, right? It plays on quirky Japanese stereotypes. And unfortunately, one of those quirky Japanese stereotypes is perverts, right? We know that perversion is a big problem in Japan, right? Groping on trains and all that stuff. Like, it's horrible. But because of how big it is, they also make a huge deal with it in terms of jokes. Like, that's why you'll see so many different anime having a guy walking into a girl getting changed joke, or tripping on each other, and like that kind of perverted joke thing is so big on Japan that it's prominent on this show, and it's so annoying. But the characters are some of the best I've seen in anime. That's not even like crazy to say. Some of the best I've seen in anime. Shinobu is my favorite character in that show, and she is probably going to be one of my favorites in anime the more I watch it. Koyomi, Araragi, the main character, he's also really good. I love this guy. Really entertaining. I've never seen a main character being able to adapt to so many different situations where he has to show a specific dynamic with another character so flawlessly, so like with so much engagement, so much fun as well. Like I can never get tired of it. Season 1 was decent. You know, it was still setting up the foundation for what's to come. Who's gonna be what? Who's gonna be who? And whatnot. By the way, Senjo Gahara, probably second best, if not the best tsundere. We'll just put that on the side. But yeah, like who's who, what's what, set up the world building and all that stuff. That's what season 1 was supposed to do. Then the movies, the Kizumonogatari movies are incredible. This is why Shinobu is my favorite. Like specifically the third movie, the decision that she made, her entanglement with the MC, bro. There's just so much about this show that just does. I'm pretty sure it also influenced Dandaran and Bunny Girl Senpai. I'm pretty sure. But this was just foundational. This is incredible. I loved it. Do I think it's better than ReZero? I low-key want to do this. Yeah. Bro, this was incredible. Amazing stuff. I'm so excited to finish it. The movie that I'm watching right now is the Hana Monogatari movie, and honestly, that one is kind of boring. But other than that, everything else was great. Season 2 was incredible as well. I'm just going to say it. Now, talking about incredible, we've got Attack on Titan, another one that's just none like it. Probably number 1 at the moment, and then might as well bring up Fullmetal Alchemist. This is interchangeable. We'll get to it in a second. But in terms of sequence, like AOT's finished, complete, it's still the best. One Piece is not finished yet. There's a lot of flaws at the moment. There's a lot of things I don't like, and there's a lot of potential that I need to see that they could flop that potential or not. I think Oda is smart enough to go the right way to make it a story of a lifetime. But because it hasn't completed yet, it still has that potential of failing. So we'll keep it there. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I need to rewatch it. Right now, Gabani's watching it, and Oasis as well. And I'm rewatching it with them, but we haven't gone far yet. So until I finish rewatching it, this has the potential to just go back to number 1 for sure. If whichever one of these 3 you put as number 1, I'm not going to disagree with you, right? Steins Gate is the number 4. That's just like like it's not even a debate. Mob Psycho, pretty good stuff. It's great as well, I think. Yes. Yes. I think so, yeah. That's fine. Not much to say about Mob Psycho. That hasn't already been said. JJK, I think it's good. I think we'll put it right there. Could be better. I've read the manga, so I already know what its potential is. The only thing that I could boost in points is animation. Because, you can't really change the story unless they go off the script. Now, Bunny Girl Senpai, or Rascal Does Not Dream. The Rascal Does Not Dream series. Season 1 took me so long to actually, lock in. I watched it once, didn't really care, didn't really pay attention. Rewatched it again, same thing. I was just really casual about it. But I gave it a third rewatch recently because I wanted to watch the new season, and honestly, it was pretty good. Then I got to the movies, and god damn, they took a turn. Holy, I've never seen. It felt like the author was like, "Yo, I set up something good for season 1. There's a lot of potential. There's so much I could do with with the future of the show based on what I did on season 1. So let me lock in for the movies," and they did, bro. Holy, that third movie made me tear up. I'm not even joking. Ask Awais and Donley, bro. I teared up because that was just incredible. It was so touching. It felt so personal. I'm watching season 2 at the moment. It's also really good. So I do think it's better than Kaguya. I think it's done. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Okay, moving on. Great Pretender, another one, phenomenal. I think it's better than Made in Abyss. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it above the Monogatari series for now until I finish the Monogatari series. But Great Pretender right now is above that. Great Pretender is just a different anime. If you've ever watched Now You See Me or Focus, it's following that sort of principle, but in my opinion, does it better than both. Way better than both. Pokemon not being on the list should be a crime. Pokemon, just like Dragon Ball, Pokemon's like a different medium. It is an anime, but because it's based off of the games first and foremost, and it's so huge that it's its own medium, it's its own category, basically, it's incomparable to the animes. It's unfair, basically, is what I'm trying to say, to compare it to these animes, because it's just too big. I mean, if you've got Pokemon cards selling for 16 million, what are we doing? There's no point, right? So Pokemon, no. I mean, you can see I got a Pokemon hoodie right here. Dragon Ball, and then Pokemon hoodie right here. I'm representing, don't worry. But Pokemon, it's too big to be on the list. Same as Dragon Ball, but I just put Dragon Ball up there because it's my favorite. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, boom. So this is the list for now. Had to do those last 3 quickly because Sword of Eleven's just ass, man. Apart from the animation and the fights, it's just ass, bro. So surface level. I don't care about the characters. The characters are ass. The main character is just a cliche, dry empty white canvas. Insert MC, black-haired MC here. Kirito is so much better, for example. And I don't even like Sword Art Online that much, right? Boku no Hero just pisses me off. Yeah, I just pissed off the entire fandom. I don't care. Seven Deadly Sins had potential to be better, just like Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland had better potential than Seven Deadly Sins. I'm gonna say that right now because of, I don't know. It just definitely did, bro. The story was so different from anything I've ever seen. But yeah, this is just random 50 animes that I found in the top lists and my list, and I just slapped them on here. This is what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna download this later, but this isn't every anime, obviously. And it's not every anime I've watched either, because there's over 300, but I'd need a lot more time. I just grabbed 50 random ones because, Iftar is in 20 minutes. Pokemon aired in 197 countries, Dragon Ball 87. Right? But what's your point? they're both still the biggest, right? One Piece is coming close as well, but they're both still the biggest. There's practically no one that doesn't know what Dragon Ball is or hasn't heard of it. Same as Pokemon. More Pokemon than Dragon Ball, obviously. I mean, look at Pokemon Go, for example. That was a worldwide incident, right? I'm not gonna. But Pokemon is the biggest. I think it might even be bigger than Mario. I'm pretty sure. Definitely is, right? I think it goes like Pokemon, Mario, Dragon Ball, Sonic. I think it would be like that, and then One Piece maybe. Oh, well, if you count Marvel and DC, then I guess Spider-Man and Batman and Superman are up there as well. But you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is the list for now. We're going to go now and make the top 10 using the exact same list. All right. Oh, yeah, this is starting from number 5. Well, I guess I spoiled number 5. So might as well put her up there. Where is it? Am I blind? I almost grabbed Frieren twice because it had a similar... Bro, where is Violet Evergarden? Hold on, let me go through this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, which bird there? Alright, starting with number 10. No, we'll start with number 1 and go down because it's a lot more predictable and easier. Number 1, for now, is going to be Attack on Titan. I mean, it's the only one that... Okay, not only is it complete, which Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is complete as well, but I've read and watched this on a later time period than I did Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, I watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood first. Well, actually, I watched Attack on Titan first, but because it was still airing like season 2 at the time that I watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I haven't finished Attack on Titan at that time because the manga wasn't even done yet. But yeah, I watched that, completed FMAB first, then, which was number 1 at that time. Then I watched AOT, which I put it above it at that time. And it's been since then, basically, since I essentially rated the two. So, yeah, we'll put AOT number 1 for now. As I said earlier, they're interchangeable, and I need to rewatch both to actually have a proper rating. But then FMAB is going to be at number 2. I mean, it was holding the highest rating spot for like 10 years until Frieren and ReZero. Frieren and Chainsaw Man is an example of how like recent anime fans have just been so bad at rating shows. I mean, why was Blue Lock getting 9s, pushing 10 on certain episodes? What the hell? What's the standard become for rating anime? Like, what is going on? People, what are you doing? Why is FMAB not number 1 on my anime list anymore? It's just ridiculous. Anyway. And then, as you saw, next would be One Piece. Again, just like the other two, this isn't complete. Well, I say just like the other two, but as in at the time, AOT wasn't complete. But this isn't complete, and I've already said that it has a lot of potential for failure, but as well as the potential for being the greatest story of all time. So One Piece is right on the tip right there, and it can fall any which way, right? So we'll put it on number 3 for now. Very interchangeable. You could put this in any order you want. Now, number 4. This is where we start to get interesting. Number 4. I mean, you've already seen it on the other side, but where is it? Steins Gate. Wow. What a story, man. Okabe Rintaro might be one of the greatest fictional characters ever. Bro. Like, it feels like Subaru was trying to take following his footsteps, in a way. But Okabe is... Let me talk about Steins Gate for a second, because that could go on for long. Let me just try and make it brief and quick. Steins Gate's got... it does its genre the best, I think. Better... Spoilers, by the way. From here on, spoilers of Steins Gate. It's a time travel anime. Okay? With romance as a motivator, which leaves it open to so many different ways they can go by, and they picked the absolute best without a doubt. There's no way this anime could have been written any better. And like Okabe, his decisions that he's made with leave this like layer of complexity to his character that is just, you can't say anything as he's doing what he's doing. It's so much to take in, but he does it anyway. And it leaves for such a beautiful story, because it's like, what would you have done in that position, right? How do you go and make a normal university student, right, into the most important person in the world, basically, without feeling like it's outrageous, a reach, doing too much? Steins Gate does that, and it makes complete sense. And I love the intricacies of the time travel. It is, like I said, it's the show that does its genre the best. I don't think there's any other movie or show that does time travel better than Steins Gate. Not Doctor Who. I haven't watched Back to the Future, but I highly doubt it. And there's nothing. I don't think anything can do time travel as good as Steins Gate did. You know, Interstellar. You know when like the emotional impact. Spoilers for Interstellar. You know the emotional impact for the main character, you know, seeing his daughter all grown up and him missing out on her entire life. You know that like emotional impact of like, yo, that's insane. Like you can't even imagine yourself dealing with that. It's like that for our MC in Steins Gate. And imagine taking a show this serious with characters in positions this high stakes, with a concept that's so hard to like make right, and still manage to hit other different genres to give you like what's it called? What do you call it? Overall balanced anime, right? Like the comedy is great, right? The seriousness is perfect. The romance is beautiful. The the action is also really fun. Like there's a lot of action in there. It may not be too much hand to hand, but there's still action. Action is not just hand to hand fighting, right? Action is action. There's shit going on, right? Stuff at stake as well. There is a lot of action. The brutality, the depth of every character, it's perfect, bro. It's incredible. Steins Gate is incredible. So yeah, no, that's definitely number 4. I already spoke about Violet earlier, so I'm not gonna speak too much about it. Now this is where we get, this is new territory. Like I had a list for this, but this can change now, and I think I know what I'm gonna put at number 6. I think like going back here, you might disagree with me because actually, I mean, you know, it's gonna be one of these stuff, right? But I'm not gonna look at that. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna put you here. Actually, I'm gonna bring you down, and then I'm gonna put. Where is it? Purely potential as well. I normally don't do this. I normally don't rate stuff unless I've completed it. But purely based on potential, I low-key want to put the Monogatari series on 6. Like this series is so fucking good. Villain Saga's gotta be up there, man. It's probably changed so many people's lives, but it's so good, man. Villain Saga, like I don't know if you've noticed already, but I like it when animes take a different. We'll talk about that in a sec actually, but I like when animes take like a different, follow a different setting, you know, whether it be older times, future, whatever, right, and then actually do it right, because not only is it refreshing, but it allows them to tell a different story from what we're used to, and Villain Saga does that. Like it follows a revenge story. How do you say that name? Leo Resendez. I'm gonna call you Leo. What's up? But yeah, as I was saying, like Villain Saga. The hell was I saying? Yeah, it follows that like your cliche like revenge story. It's a revenge story, but because of the time that it's setting, there's so many different the way they go about telling that story and using the characters to portray it as well, and it does it so good. Leo's fine. All right. Yeah, no, I think probably the best revenge story. I mean, if you count Attack on Titan, I wouldn't count Attack on Titan, but it probably is the best revenge story because normally I don't like. I would love your top 10 if Dragon Ball wasn't up there, Lord. Listen, Dragon Ball. This is all personal. This is all bias. Ignore it. It might as well be like this, right? Because to me, Dragon Ball is more than just the anime. I've already mentioned this earlier to everyone, but Dragon Ball is more than just the anime. It's my childhood. I've played every game. I've seen every movie, every show. I used to own it in cassettes. I've got thousands of hours on Dragon Ball overall. Best revenge story is 91 Days. I need to watch 91 Days. I do need to watch 91 Days. Also, I haven't watched Code Geass either. I know that has like, I don't know if Code Geass is a revenge story or not, but I'm just, the only reason why I brought it up because it's another one that just came to my head about, shows that I need to watch. But Code Geass, a lot of people have said that is up there as well. But yeah, for now, like, from my knowledge, from the animes that I've watched, Code Geass is boring. Damn. I have like 2 other friends that think it's like up in the top 5. You think it's boring and overrated? Fair enough. I can't say anything about it. I haven't watched it. But no spoilers because I am going to watch it. Yeah, Vinland Saga. I love the world building. Love the, the art style, the fight. I mean, it's done by Wit Studio, I think, as well, right? So, but then I think the later seasons is Mappa, isn't it? Takes too long to cook. Yeah, but a lot of people said that about Steins Gate, like the first 12 episodes, which I disagree. I think it's the first at least 6 to 8 episodes, right? But once you let it cook, it cooks. I think you need to let it bake in the oven for a bit. I don't know, but again, I can't say much. Now, number 9. This is where we get a bit tricky. Number 9. Vinland Saga is top 2 anime for me. I just think 91 Days is more rewarding as a revenge story. Fair enough. I'll definitely... In fact, hold on. I don't know if I have it on my... Is this... when did this come out? I'll put it on my thing. My plan to watch. 2016. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a go. Because I heard about it. But I never really, had a look into it. Vinland Saga is top 2 for you? Fair enough. Yeah, I think it makes sense to put it at 8 for me. Based off of my own criteria. Now, number 9 and 10. This is where... this could be a lot of things. Like, I could put Made in Abyss on there as number 9. I could put Hunter x Hunter. Maybe. Great Pretender, Yeah, I got One Piece, then Vinland. I want to Eat Your Pancreas. I don't count movies. If you've noticed, I haven't put new movies on here. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is a pretty good movie as well. But, listen. I'm not going to say it's sympathy bait. Right? I'm not going to say it's an Anohana and just, like, sad equals good. But, that is the highlight of the movie, which is the end. The story up to the end, with the two main characters, dealing with each other, and some of the dramatic moments, like whenever he went to her house, for example. Like there is story there. There is impactful and like heavy drama stakes. It is engaging. But I think the highlight is the ending, which is, it's not a bad thing. Your Lie in April is better than Anohana. Yeah, I do agree with that. Anohana is sympathy bait. It could be better. Like Anohana relied on you being sad about it to be good. And I'm not saying that I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is as well, but it is the highlight. Again, it's not a bad thing, but Anyway. See, I specifically picked these lot because I know that my top 10 is in here somewhere, but I don't know, No. 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 Maybe. No. Yeah, I think it's something like this. Pancreas for me has a shock factor that literally changed how I think about a lot of things. Yeah, I do agree. That's why I said it's the highlight. I do agree with you there. Like, because you really did expect it to end either this way or that way, and then they introduced a third. They introduced a third alternate ending that I followed through with instead, and that is one of the best plot twists I've seen. Because it's like it really builds up this story of this expectation of either this or this. It's either gonna end this way or this way, and then that happens. No spoilers, but that ending generally had me shocked. Anyway, here's the contenders for 9 and 10. I think Made in Abyss is going to take number 9 slot. And then I think it might be ReZero. I don't know, it's hard to say. I think it goes like that. I think it's like that. Ooh, yeah, we're going to keep it like that. There's the top 10 list right there. So this is the list. Oh yeah, there you go. Here's the list that we made earlier. I don't know if you were here for it, but this is the list I made earlier on like tier wise. It's weird because I have Vinland Saga, ReZero, and Great Pretender above these two here, but over here it's like that. This like ReZero and Konosuba are the only bearable isekais. Facts. Uncle from Another World takes a spin on isekai and flips it. You should watch that. It's actually funny. That's it though. It's just funny. There's no other quality to it. But you know, it knows that. So yeah. But yeah. This is the list we've got for the tiers themselves. Interchangeable orders, right? Damn, MH. Listen, season 1 and 2 were great. Season 3 was fun. Season 4 was alright. 5 was just trash. 6 was decent in some cases, but I just don't like the main character. And the main character, just like my friend always says, is an important role. If the main character isn't good, he's not going to watch it. I'm not the same. If the main character isn't good, I might still watch a show, but it is still an important enough role where it's like, if I just can't stand the main character. You think it's pretty decent at best? I don't know why I said at best. You didn't even say that. You think it's pretty decent? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I'd probably put it here at best. Yeah, we'll keep it there for now. That's the best I'll give it. It's just like All Might is the only thing. All Might and Bakugo are probably the only two I care about. I can't stand Gon, and I have Hunter x Hunter pretty high. But that's because with Hunter x Hunter, like it's an example of where the story. I do agree that Gon is nowhere near the best character in Hunter x Hunter. I think Meruem, not Killua, Kurapika. So Meruem, Kurapika, and probably Chrollo are the best characters in that show, in Hunter x Hunter. Gon is nowhere near. But at least with Gon, it's like your favorite character in Hunter x Hunter is Morel. Who's Morel again? Ah, yes. That's fair. That's fair to say. I'm not gonna... That's completely fine. Morel is a great character. He's really fun. I thought he was a cool, like, mentor-like character, right? But with Hunter x Hunter, with Gon specifically, I can see why you say you can't stand him, but he's the only like good guy MC who's actually pure, apart from maybe Luffy. Gon and Luffy are very alike in a sense. They're both kind of, you know, not mindless, but they're like no ulterior motive. They wear their heart on their sleeve, something like that. I don't know what the saying is, but they're very obvious about what they want to do. There's no ulterior motives. They say what they want to say. They're blunt about what they want to do, and about their opinions, which I really respect about like characters like that, and I really like So that's why I think I don't mind Gon that much. But him as a character, here's where the difference between, like, as alike as Gon is to Luffy, here's where the massive difference that leaves a fat gap between their characters is the actual depth of that character. Like, Gon is just that. Gon is just a kid looking for his dad. Luffy is a man that wants to, a guy that wants to be free. And the roundabout decisions that he makes in following that leaves for some of the best storytelling ever. Midoriya's not like that. Yeah, so Midoriya, here's now why I want, the reason why I mention all that is because Midoriya is another, like, good guy character, good guy innocent type of character, kind of like Gon. But his type of character I despise, because he's like Tanjiro as well, right? He's too much of like that good guy tries to be perfect, you know? Gon and Luffy, they don't try to be perfect. They know, they just do what they want to do and then go for it. Midoriya and Tanjiro, they feel like they're trying to be good too much. Like, they are good, they're innocent, they're pure-hearted. Especially Demon Slayer. That show can't stop glazing Tanjiro as a pure-hearted kid. But you can tell that they're like, you know, when they try so hard to be good that it doesn't leave any room for, like, flaws or controversy or like I don't think Tanjiro tries to be perfect. He's very vulnerable. I don't think he's vulnerable enough. I think he should be more vulnerable, right? Like, I don't want to say he cares too much about everyone around him. Like, it's, you know, the moments where he's, like, merciful towards his villains, fine. I do think Tanjiro is better than Deku. You know, he does some things better than Deku, but Deku's like, you know, you try to be perfect. You try to have no flaws. I need more failure, and I don't mean in terms of, like, them failing as a character, but I mean personality-wise. I need some parts of their personality to, like, to be bad and controversial, to allow for more room of improvement as one thing. Character dynamics is another thing. And yo, come 1 second, I'm live. Anyway, yeah, that's another thing. So, like, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. He's so boring. It makes them boring. That's the end all. Right? It makes these two characters just boring. Like, it's the same rinse and repeat. There's no, like, you know what I mean? Like, how are they gonna react? Like, try and guess how Tanjiro and Deku are gonna react to specific scenarios. You're gonna get 100% accuracy every single time. Like, yeah, you might say the same about Luffy because we've learned to see what kind of character he is, but the decisions that he makes are so much like it's not that they're predictable. They're only predictable because you know the character. They're not predictable because of the personality. Like, a lot of people in the real world wouldn't make decisions that Luffy does, but they would try and make similar decisions that Deku and Tanjiro do. You disagree with that take? Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine to disagree. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? So there's no right or wrong there. It's just a matter of preference. So, and in my preference, I just don't. I find Tanjiro and Deku's types of characters really boring. Just very boring. You know? Like, especially in Demon Slayer, when I'm just a lot more interested in the side characters. Same with My Hero. I'm just interested in the side characters because the MC is just, it's got this predictable, boring personality that's like kind of makes the story follow a very stale progression. There's nothing wrong. There's no wrong. I prefer Tanjiro and Deku over Gon's character. That's fine. That's completely fair. I do think that Gon is one-dimensional. I could see the case, you know, why Deku and Tanjiro are better characters than Gon. You know, as like I said, like Gon and Luffy have similar personalities, but Luffy's decision making and effect on the rest of the world that he has, and the story as well as the characters around him are just so much higher than Gon's that Gon just looks like nothing to him next to him. So it makes Gon a very one-dimensional character, right? Gon, you could see Gon as like boring because he's very one-dimensional. Whereas like Tanjiro and Luffy and Deku actually have decisions, right? Yeah, Luffy's way more complex than Gon. I hate how stupid he is. Hate Hunter x Hunter is hard carried by their sad characters. For sure. Completely agree. Completely agree. As for whether I think Gon is better than Tanjiro and Luffy, I don't know. Not Luffy. Tanjiro and Deku, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Who's another side character who's another MC that I thought about recently as well? I think there was another one recently. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Killua is also very bland to me. Yeah, I agree. You know, he's got one role, and that's it. You know, it was nice to see his backstory with like how he dealt with his family, why he was brought up the way he was brought up, and the reason why he's friends with Gon in the first place. But I think Kurapika is the best of the four. Kurapika's got the best story. He's got the best character in terms of decisions, morality, like. And complexity to his decisions, obviously. Like, you know, revenge is not the way, but he goes about doing that almost fully aware. He just follows Gon for 150 episodes, literally. Kurapika's great, you agree? Yeah. But yeah, this is this list. And then this is my top 10 for now. This could change. Leorio is underrated for sure. Leorio is so much fun. He is so much fun as a character. I'd prefer him over Killua as well. Anyway, I'm gonna have to call it here because iftar just went off. I need to go pray and eat, break my fast, enjoy my time with family. But let's go look for someone to raid. We're gonna do a raid to end things off. Let's have a look. Have a good one. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Thank you for dropping by, Leo. Oh, G is live. She's the only one that's live that I can. Okay. Well, time to raid G. I'm gonna end the YouTube one here. YouTube.